Hello, my name is Dr. John Smelcer, and welcome to episode 2 of Alutiiq 101, a web channel on YouTube that I hope will eventually have 100 episodes over the next years and years of me teaching the Alutiiq language of Alaska, a language that mostly exists in the Prince William Sound area, where the Exxon Valdez crashed and spilled all that oil way back in the 80s. And this will be in tandem with my Alutiiq dictionary. You can get it online at www.johnsmelcer.com/dictionaries. Just click on dictionaries and you'll see a PDF that you can download for free of the Alutiiq language common nouns that I documented in the dictionary. It's free, and this website YouTube will do its best to follow the dictionary in order from page 1 to the last page of the book. So you can see how the words are written, you can learn to write them, learn to read them, and learn to speak them. That's important. I always fear that if people don't see a mouth moving and hear how a word is formed, they may mispronounce it in the future. Take, for instance, in my native language, Atna. Atna, our word for salmon, is hluka. Hluka. English speakers don't make that hlu sound. That's not something you do. There's not a single word like that. So you might just say luka or something. But by seeing how I say it and listening, hluka, hluka. Our word for dog in general is hlika, hlika. That same THL sound at the very beginning as a consonant sound. One thing is I spoke my native language for decades. I'm a member of the tribe in Atna in Alaska, and I learned the language from every living elder who wanted me to be a living repository of the language, someone with the background who could teach it, preserve it, document it, save it for the future, pass it on to the future generations. And then I learned Alutiiq when I was an adult. I was probably in my 40s. And I learned it from every member of that area that still spoke it to any degree, just the same way, and wrote a dictionary. The languages are not related at all. It's like English versus Russian. And I used to speak Russia. I lived in Moscow for a while, teaching at Moscow State and at Lenin College. And they're not related. The Athabascan languages are part of what's called Dene, and they're the glottochronology, that is tracing the ancestry and heritage of languages, where they came from. Ours come from the people who migrated across the Bering Strait probably 10,000+ years ago, 10, 12, 14,000 years ago. And over time have spread all the way down into Navajo country, and they're related. That doesn't mean they're the same. Our words are very different, but their origin comes from the same place. Alutiiq is not Athabascan. It came from much later groups that came into Alaska and down along the coast, way after the Pleistocene, the Glacier Age, the Ice Age. And it's not related at all. No word is related in our languages, none. So it was very complicated for me to learn this other language with nothing to help guide me, no similarities at all. But I learned it anyhow, and I want to share it with you in these episodes. So hang on, and there's going to be about 100 episodes over the next few years. I hope you'll enjoy this.